Welcome back to the bench. Today we've got a rather special thing. It's Sinclair QL. Now this machine was a bit of a failure for old Sir Clive because he announced it and announced that it would be shipped, and then it wasn't ready, and it got delivered considerably later, and the spec of the machine was already out there before the thing was even released, as far as I remember. I always wanted one of these as a kid, mainly because it had the micro drives in it, and this has 2 micro drives. So I always wanted one of these, and now I finally have one. Unfortunately I don't have the power supply, I only got the unit itself, but apparently this is a variant from what I read, because on the standard versions these serial and control ports were proprietary, similar to what this power connector is, and apparently this one probably was manufactured by Samsung from what I read online. So I haven't done too much research on it yet, but it's interesting. So without further ado, let's get inside this. I mean, it is pretty dirty, but in overall condition is pretty good. Somebody has been in here before because the warranty seal has been broken. There is another seal there, but I don't think that's a warranty seal. No. These screws here, I'm not sure if these need to come out to take the top off, or whether they're to hold in the micro drive. I would assume that these 3 here need to come out. That's a lot longer screw. See if the top will come off, or whether we have to take, I think, oh no, there's no screw there. It's this right here. This one was made by Samsung. Let me take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, PCB, my favourite manufacturer of prototype and low-cost PCBs. The quality of their boards is superb. They also offer CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, 3D printing and injection molding. They can even assemble your boards for you. Sign up today as a new member and get a $5 welcome bonus. There is a link to their website in the video description where you can check out the amazing services they have to offer. Now back to the bench. So manufactured in the Republic of Korea by Samsung Electronics. Woohoo! Okay, so those other 2 screws don't have to come out. And where is the keyboard cable on this? They're over there. There's a connector here. I'm presuming this is going to be the original membrane in here, which is probably knackered. But who knows, I might be lucky. No, it's just disintegrated. So it looks like I'm in for a new membrane at least. It just gave. I suppose I could try cutting a bit off of here, but I think this is originally some kind of silver, and that's why it's gone black. But this is supposed to be taped on there to hold it, stop it from cracking. Okay, so what's that for? LEDs? Yeah, just the LEDs by the looks of it. Okay, so we're in like Flynn. I mean, this thing weighs a fair bit at this end. Yeah, that that heatsink is as wonky as hell. Very, yeah, Sinclairish. Okay, so we've got some funky mods. All the RAM chips have caps across them. Obviously they thought they didn't need them and then decided later that they needed them. And then yeah, there's a whole diode network on here. So that is the, which chip is that? Oh, that's the ZX8301 chip. Okay, so I'm guessing these are going to be our ROMs. That's the ZX8302. I think that's the controller for the drives. And this is going to be our 68008, which is a cut down version of the 68000, I do believe. Oh, and there's part of the foot that was missing, the inside of it. It's just here. Obviously that's broken off, and then yeah, it's just floating around on the inside. Yeah, it's rock hard. It's not rubbery at all anymore. I do believe these drives are belt driven. Or are they? No, that's direct drive. Okay. And these rubbers feel pretty good. They don't feel gooey or anything. It might mean that they just need a good little bit of a clean with a cloth, and they'll be right as rain. There's an 7805 on here that looks like it's seen better days. There's some corrosion on there. I'm guessing this is going to be the main 7805 for the oh, it's quite interesting. It's in a appears to be in a plug, a connector there, so it's literally then just a case of unplugging it and plugging in a new one. Nice and easy. This might be ripe for a getting a DC to DC converter in there instead of a standard voltage regulator, because that'll make it run a lot cooler. And look at the size of that heatsink, it's massive. I wonder how that's held down. Maybe through this screw. Maybe take this off, we can get that out, because I will replace all the regulators before I try powering this up. I don't want to try powering it up without first, yeah, it's helping with that. Without first, yeah, replacing them, because if one of them is shorted, then it could kill the entire system. Yeah, looks like they put a bodge in. It was meant to be originally on the board, but yeah, they couldn't fit it. The heatsink onto it there. Oh, this foam is crusty as hell. There's a big toroidal in there. Looks like a hand wound jobby. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a full recap on this before I even attempt to power it on. Although it looks like I'll have to order some, because these are all axial. Most of the, well, these three are anyway. Certainly everything in the power side I want to replace before switching it on. But yeah, this is as crusty as. Let's see if we can get these micro drives out. I think we need to unscrew this. I gotta take everything out anyway to give this case a good clean, because it is absolutely filthy. Let's screw on the inside as well. Still being held in by something. I mean, I presume they're yeah, no, they're not soldered directly in. They're not screwed through to the circuit board, are they? Let's see if we can get the circuit board out. So we're going to have to get that thing out as well. Screw on the other side. Nope. So maybe that's screwed to the circuit board. This screw also then holding it on. I thought that was part of the mechanism. Yeah, it looks like it. Somebody probably screaming at me. Okay, so these are just self-contained units. Got a front URL on there. I mean, yeah, you don't get much basicer design than this, do you? I mean, there's literally nothing to it. To the actual mechanical side, that is. So that is just a spring. So that's just for tension to hold it in one place, and then yeah, you've got this pinch roller. And it feels nice and free. Rubber's not gooey, so no belts to worry about. Okay, and that's going to be our speaker then. That's an interesting design. Plug, or is that just it's directly soldered in there? No, it's a plug. Alright, it's some kind of quick release. So obviously to give it a bit more base. And let's see if we can get the rest of this out. Take this cap out, and I have to take this plate out as well by the looks of it, because it's into the... Okay, so they've actually plated this, probably some kind of nickel plating or something, so that yeah, it's electrically conductive, probably for some EMC regulation. So on here we only have the one voltage regulator. Okay, so unless these are also voltage regulators, but small ones. No, they're transistors. Yeah. Okay, because I did, before I received it, had a look online at some schematics, and there was on the motherboard, there was it showed that there was plus and minus 12 volt regulators on the board, but I'm guessing that was for a totally different revision of the board. because according to the one I looked at, it needed 9 volts DC and there was a 16 volts AC coming in. But this looks like it may be because it's a different one. They don't have those regulators. They do have these 7805s here. So no doubt I will replace those as well. I have a whole pack of them, so it's not like I have a shortage of them. Well, this is the first time I've ever got my hand on a QL. Yeah, the construction looks pretty good. Is there a revision number on here? Oh, plenty of bodge wires on the back. I'm presuming those are factory bodges. This says QL 1984 US 6. So I don't know whether that is a what do you call that? It's like a revision number or something.